goodness. This is awesome. I love it. I left in the middle of this project. I had set a due date for this place to be done, and we tried and it just didn't work out. So we needed another week. And so while I'm gone playing baseball in New York, Courtney and our other helpers who are awesome worked on this place nonstop, and it looks amazing. So when I left, really the only thing that was in here was the couch and the rug. That chair was there, that table was not there. The throw pillows weren't here. Courtney had talked about this, but it had not come to fruition yet. This is really neat. Shades weren't here, the decorations weren't up, under the TV was not decorated yet. They redid that, that looks awesome. I love that white painting there. Feels like a home. All right, as we walk through here, oh my goodness, this library. This library looks awesome. This wasn't done. You got this little seating area here, and the half baths in there. I love this desk right here. What's that thing called?
It's called a little secretariat.
And we still have junk in here, guys. This process is not over yet. Walking into the master. Wow, the curtains. There was nothing in here except a mattress sitting on the floor. Are we gonna do anything with this extra space over here, or you just wanna leave it?
Mom asked the same thing. I think for now we're just gonna leave it
Okay.
where we're at, and if we need to, we can maybe put a little love seat.
Mm-hmm. Are you tired, Courtney?
No one's tired here.
How many hours have you worked since I've been gone?
Oh, how many are in a day? It is not lost on me. There was so much help.
Mm-hmm.
Leah, her and her husband, my sister-in-law,
They know Brandon.
they're partners in this project, and she was so helpful. She came over and helped a couple of days. Shane's parents came and helped a couple of days. My mom was here a lot. My friend Jocelyn, she came and helped a lot. Some other people the Lord's kind of just thrown in our life.
Yeah.
It's not lost on me. There has been a ton of help. But the thing with this project is, so I started buying just random,
been
really
over a year.
unique, cool pieces I knew wanted to go in here. But then it turned into, we had 3 other projects going on, so that one kind of got tabled. This one, not tabled, but the purchasing of all the cool things. So once I got what we had in here, I realized we didn't have near enough. And so that added a whole other layer of stress. Trying to do it on a budget, it's not a one-stop shop. So it's like going to like 10 different stores here, Longview, Bossier, Tyler, Marshall, like going to all these different stores to try to make some things work. There's still some curtains I've got to get at another store somewhere. Yeah. So we're having a grand opening party tonight, and we're going to try to get as much done. Grand opening is just something that we want to say. We invited some of our friends, family, obviously, and everybody who worked on this place in one form or fashion, and our cleaners who help us day to day in the Airbnb. All right, this is the master. Lighting's really good right there. That is an Instagram spot. All right, on to the next rooms. All right, so this place has a washer and dryer upstairs and downstairs. So you walk into this half bath downstairs, you have that. Looks really good, babe. I love these little things on the wall, and the mirror looks good with the leather hanging. All right, upstairs. It's a motion sensor light right here. Oh, yep, that's cool. Oh man, that is neat. Check that out. That's like when you're going down the stairs. All right, upstairs master. Oh man, this is awesome. I don't have my wide angle lens on, so you can't really get the feeling of the whole room at once, but here's your bed. Obviously, like a get ready area, little reading nook. There's your master. Got a cool sliding barn door. Cool little seat right here. And some art. This looks really good. And then this vanity was just a table that we cut the top off of. I say we didn't. And then the shelves were built in. That was actually an old door that came in from the hallway that we closed in. All right, this is awesome. Got a cold barn door here. This was up when I left. And this is just a laundry room.
This is the guest bath upstairs for everybody else staying up here. Oh, I like this is a good idea. Have the mirror in the middle, a big mirror in the middle. It looks really good. It balances well. It sounds all fancy. It just balances. Well, I like how you did these at an angle. Tub only, the other one's a shower as well. And you got some hanging racks over here. That's a good idea to put that right there, baby.
Those are vintage antique.
If you're staying with us, please don't break these. And then just an insert shower. But this, I feel like this, for an insert shower, like I really like the look of tile. I know you do too. But for an insert shower, I feel like this turned out really good with the gold knobs and stuff and shower head. This is, we'll call this the second bedroom upstairs. This is awesome. I love this bed. Now, there's no, it's just a room. There's no closet or anything. So I'm assuming that's what you got these luggage racks for. Like a luggage rack and hanging rack. This is 3,200 square feet of just pure madness. It's an all-in-one, so you'll rent this as an Airbnb all-in-one. So the furnishing of this place has been a monster. Where are you getting your stuff at?
So for furnishing these properties, it starts out with like dirt cheap, going to places that would be considered like a bin store or like an overstock or even a salvage store. Finding staple pieces and then building off of that. So like from the beginning, I start out at those stores, but then I move to finalizing all of the things from like Target or Hobby Lobby. Big Lots always has a good selection of rugs.
So what's your stabilizing piece in this room right here? Because it's
So-
just basically a bed.
You're right. So it was supposed to be a piece of art, but the throw pillow and the art did not match. And I wanted the throw pillow to be a focal point in here. And so with this specific property, we are
Which is the yellow, right?
No, the throw pillow is this.
Oh, sorry. I was thinking it's for a blanket.
Yeah,
Throw pillow.
the throw
Okay.
pillow. So we are located in the arts district in our town. And so I wanted it to be very eclectic, very artsy, very just marrying a bunch of different styles together. So I typically would not do a stripe with this pattern curtain, but I thought it really was a good compromise and a good mixture of different textures, different patterns, and different styles.
I think it looks really good, but I don't know nothing about design.
All right, and we'll save that for last. So here is basically the bunk room. This is where all the kids go. It looks like some art still needs to be hung, but I love the comforters. So it's cool.
The bedding.
Looks really good. These beds are actually, an adult can sleep up here or down here. These are really comfortable. You just have to be. So you actually turn the king sideways in here. Initially, when we were rehabbing this place, we were talking about putting the kings on that wall so you have room. But I really like how this turned out. I love this bed frame with the headboard. I think a lot of times, a little bit of a headboard adds a lot to any room. Would you agree?
I agree.
What was your staple piece in this room?
Staple piece in this room was, so this bed came from Amazon, but a year ago for another property that we had, that some things happened and we just completely walked away from that deal. And so I had this bed and I thought, this would be really cool to do at Methvin because it's all of these different styles. Those two pictures I found probably 8 months ago. They were 70% off. So that's what I do is like if I'm out shopping, say I'm shopping for a specific project and I find a really good like set of clearance stuff, whether it's artwork or it's bedding, home decor or lamps, I get it and I put it in our storage building. And so it gives me an opportunity to just go shop from that and pull. So I knew that those blues would correspond with these. So we have curtains that are also going to pull in this blue and it'll really soften up this yellow wall.
So if you haven't noticed, like each room, this is the door right here. Each room has the door and there's a accent wall in each room that's the same color.
One thing that I have after reading what a lot of people want in Airbnbs is even if you provide a fan, a lot of people want a box fan. Whether it's for the noise or it's for the air circulation or it's just a comfort thing. So I splurged, for me, an extra $150 to $160 on box fans for every single room.
There's 5 rooms.
Was worth it because that is something that someone would say, Loved that they provided a box fan.
Yeah, that's something that we're trying to continue to offer is as many amenities as possible within reason. So like, high chairs, playpens, or a playpen or a sleeping, whatever you call them nowadays. Pack and plays, box fans, different coffee options, not just like we're probably getting away from the Keurigs and doing coffee with leaving whole beans at properties and a grinder so that you can grind your own coffee fresh in the morning and make your own coffee on a regular drip pot or whatever. It's just so much better. And so all those little things add up to an experience of like a feeling. What we're trying to do with our Airbnbs is create a feeling, create an emotion, an attachment of like, I really feel good here. I like this place, makes me feel like I'm at home, or it's an experiential deal. All right, so next room is my very favorite. The lighting's not so great in here, but it's not supposed to be. All right, so my absolute favorite room is the theater room. And we have an 85-inch TV. If you're a gamer, it has 120 hertz. Means it plays well. Sound system in here, surround sounds, really, really cool with an action movie with a lot of sounds, and a PlayStation with PlayStation Plus. So we can download games, or you can download games when you come here that are on the PlayStation Plus. There's like hundreds of games that you can play. We were initially gonna put theater chairs in here. The room's just too small. So my daughter watches a family on YouTube that has these big old just laying mats, and so we went with 2 of those and then 3 just kind of lounge chairs. So you just sit on the floor in here and oh man, this is my experience. Love it. And the last room that we're not completely done with yet, is the game room. It's starting to come together. So we got 2 TVs here. It's the other night we were in here working and we were watching baseball and the first NFL preseason football game at the same time. It's awesome, like every man's dreams. The goal here is like games. So we don't have all the things yet, but we've got foosball here. We got a bunch of old type games and cool wooden games that we got off of Amazon. And lastly, this table is actually for playing games. And so the idea behind this is I would love to host poker nights here. And so there's enough room in here to add another table. You could play, 8, 10, 12, maybe up to 14 or 16 people tournaments with 2 games going. So that's, and we might have a shuffleboard in here at some point along this wall. We're still trying to figure that out. And the view here is one of my favorite things. You look out to this incredible live oak. You can see the road and the railroad tracks in the back. It's really neat.
Going back to like the little really cool snippets of things that I love to add into properties. This, with it being in the Arts District, it also is a historical district called the Junction. So last week I had a little bit of time, so I stopped by an estate sale here in our town, and there was these stacks of just old newspapers. Okay, so I thought surely somewhere in that is going to give me a little bit more history of just Longview in general, not necessarily even this particular property. And when I opened it yesterday, this was the very first one, the Mobberly Motel. And I don't know that this was the actual location of it. When you type in,
it was a block over.
1 block over. But I thought, okay, well, I'm on to something. And then I flipped over here onto this train because this junction is about the trains. Okay, let me back up. This is from 1970. So this was the centennial album, basically the 100th year of our town, Longview. This property is on Methvin Street, named after O.H. Methvin, who owned all of this property, but deeded a portion of it to the city for the TransUnion, and that's where the railroad came in, the expansion of the railroad from the Southern Pacific and later Texas and Pacific. Then you go here, and it's like it's a photo of the actual deed that he signed over to the city. It blew my mind that okay, even the Lord cares about these little details in a small newspaper that's 60, 70, it was 1970. This is 1970. So
you're talking about 53 years old?
53 years old, that someone kept it in almost mint condition.
Yeah, that's incredible.
So my thought behind this is that I'm going to take it And I'm going to do little pieces that are specific to this area geographically, and I'm going to hang them all on the wall in here. So you have a little piece of history while you're here. So you have understanding about where our city came from, who were some of our founding fathers, local businesses that were here back then that helped build the economy to what it is today. So anyways, I have this stack of newspapers that I cannot wait to really just fine tooth comb through.
It's been a long night, honey. I'm tired. I know you're tired.
Yep. My cup is full though.
My cup is full. My heart is full. We had, you'll see some B-roll, but we had a lot of the people that worked on this house come together tonight for a grand opening, and it was just, yeah, it was beautiful. We got to thank them.
Celebrate them. Be grateful for them for all their hard work. I mean, it's a year. We're a year and 3 months into this project.
Yeah, it's been we've made a lot of mistakes. We've burned through a lot of money, a lot of things wrong, but the right thing that we've done is partnering and getting to the right people to come alongside us on this journey.
I don't think we can be like that. I think we can't be like, we've done a lot of things wrong, we've burned through a lot of money.
That's the realness of it, though. That's real. We've lost money because we made mistakes.
I think what we're trying to say here, we're both just spent.
This is like tired and vulnerable.
I think what we're both trying to say is that we have made mistakes and we are learning from those mistakes. Yeah. And the Lord has been gracious in leading us to people who have strengths that we don't have and are hustlers and are willing to tackle the really hard stuff. Yeah.
And we're thankful to also, all the people that worked here and helped make this happen, but we're thankful to you. We don't make this channel so that we don't do videos on this channel so that people watch it or metrics or anything like that. We want to provide value to people. That's the goal, is to be an influence and to point people to Jesus. That's it. And so if there's 4 people that watch this, or if there's 4 million people that watch this, here's a vulnerable moment at the end of a night, tired, but our hearts are full and we're thankful. Love God.
Others.
Let your work reflect that. Everything you do. Yeah. Catch you on the next one. Dun dun dun! The next morning we had a wonderful housewarming party, grand opening party last night, and took a few showers this morning in the upstairs guest bathroom and woke up to this. This is where mindset comes in. It's Sunday morning. The plan was, it was our middle son's birthday. He wanted to have friends over. They played Xbox and PlayStation all night in the theater room. Had a good time, and everybody had fun. And I was gonna wake up and cook them breakfast. It's Sunday morning. Wanted to go to church with my family. I hadn't been home in a week. This is another raw moment of like, all right, this is not the end of the world. We'll fix it. The issue was we had original plumbing here and didn't fix it in all the walls because a lot of the flooring and ceilings were already done when we started this place. So now we got to go in and find, after this place is complete, we got to go in and find where this leak is and fix it. This is not going to ruin a Sunday. This is not going to ruin a day. We're going to figure it out and we're going to move forward, because that's what we do, or that's what we strive to do. And the devil's not going to get a foothold here. Welcome to the realness and the rawness. This is what you deal with when you have properties. A lot of times there's unknown variables that you just got to roll with and say, we'll figure it out and we'll fix it.